Welcome to the 2023 top 10 non-VR games I played on the channel this year. Again, before anybody raises pitchforks of how this game this is that I played on the channel, not new releases this year. What was played throughout the year on the channel. And of course, this year, unlike last year, I'm joined with Link.
I'm Link.
Because, as you know, they're in like half my videos because #1 recording partner. So, it's my top 10 list.
Get on your doorstep one day, and throw me in.
Yeah, I do charitable work, but it's my top 10 list, and Link will put their input on my list. So yeah.
Your opinion sucks.
Bro, because starting with number 10 on the list, SpongeBob SquarePants, the 2020 remake of the original Battle for Bikini Bottom. I never got to play the original, so I got this a couple years ago. It's been sitting in my Steam library for longer than I'd like to admit. So yeah, I finally played it. I thoroughly enjoy this game. There's some points in this game where it was like Dark Souls almost. Like it went from like kids game easy to difficult to easy again.
Yeah, those are those old classic games for you.
Those moments where
I don't like to.
Yeah, it's like I laugh when people say games nowadays are hard. You should go play what is it? Aladdin, Lion King, way back on the like SNES and stuff.
Silver
my
Surfer for the
God.
Silver Surfer for the SNES.
But yeah, top 10 goes to SpongeBob. And what's great is with this desk setup this year, I can put it down here, so I'll be like down here in that nice little blue area on the front of the desk. So perfect.
What blue area? That's SpongeBob. Can't you see it? It's SpongeBob.
At number 9, it is the current playthrough of Dead Island that will be going into 2024. I almost forgot what year we were going into. But yeah, right here you see the legendary birth of Boltcar, the car that, or the truck that said, I don't care about your water. I will drive through it anyways. But so far we lost. Oh, you can't see because the chair's blocking them in the video. But we lost Move from the playthrough, but we still had Link and Char along, and that's been what we've had. Chaos, we've had funny, we've had a little frustrating at times, a lot of back and forth. Some team killing. I'm not going to point fingers at anybody who's team killing, but there may have been some team killing between this one and the one right there behind the chair. You can slightly see Char's thing behind the chair and table.
What you're talking about. I just like to play tennis with propane, just like any other normal human being.
Do normal human beings play or tennis with propane? Or throw Dio bombs at, throw Dio bombs like they're deodorant?
It's just because we're stinky and we need deodorant.
Yeah, deodorant would be fine, but you're throwing Dio bombs.
Have you?
They're not like bath bombs.
A zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, it doesn't smell pretty, I'm sure.
Stinky. Yeah, that's what the Dio bombs are for.
And then we did have our fun trip to Pooh Land. Pooh Land was really great. I love Pooh Land.
Pooh Land. You gotta watch it to get the reference.
Yeah, it should be like episode 20-something, I believe. So go watch 1 to at least 20-something to learn Pooh Land reference. Number 8.
Yeah, this game's good.
Number 8, we have the Minish, there it is, right there. The Minish cap, that thing right there. That's so special. It's very special. And you know, I added the Game Boy edging because it is a Game Boy Advance game, so made it look, you know, kind of.
No, it was camera over. It's camera pointed down to the Game Boy.
Yeah, this is recorded on an actual Game Boy.
Yeah, real gameplay. None of these fake emulator or Nintendo Switch Online shit.
Yeah, this was 100% just I had a camera positioned above the Game Boy Advance, just capturing it. Don't mind that you don't see my fingers pushing the buttons. It's just I green screened out my hands just so you wouldn't have to see my hands in the way, you know? So.
Yeah, because like one of them's glowy and the other one's human hand. It's complicated.
Yeah. But yeah, this was 100% recorded on the thing. I just used green gloves so I could edit my hands out.
But in all seriousness, this was a very good game. It's very special to me. I'm very glad that you got to experience it for the first time.
Oh yeah, I'd played once like way back, but I got to the point where I got to like the first like the Minish for the first time, like in the forest, and then I never played after that. So, and that was, I want to say 10 plus years ago. So this is the first time I actually like played the game and got through it. So it was very enjoyable. One of my favorite Zeldas so far on my ever-growing list, because I've missed out on a lot of the Zeldas, unfortunately. At number 7 is Kirby. I know it's Kirby, but I call it Kirby because, you know, look at that Kirby. Look at Kirby. Look at him hopping, bouncing.
Yeah, it's a car and it's Kirby. Two of the best things in the whole wide world.
Kirby.
Actually, it's not Link.
Third best thing in the world. Behind me. But
yeah.
I really like this game.
This game's good.
I hadn't played a Kirby game in God knows how long. I missed out on a lot of Nintendo stuff outside of like Mario for a good time. So this is my first Kirby game probably in like 15 years, and already like possibly my favorite Kirby game. Look at it. How could anybody hate that? Just jamming the music as a car and then just driving through town. Had a really nice opening, but I thought the game was fun. The boss fights were interesting. I know there's still in-game stuff I can do. I don't know if I'll do it, but it was a fun playthrough.
It is very difficult. It separates the kids from the men.
Dang, now I gotta do it. Now I'm called out. Ducks! 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 I love ducks. Ducks are the best. But yeah, number 7 also had dogs, though it made me kill the dogs and it made me feel bad. Oh, I hate killing dogs in games. It genuinely hurts my soul. Even though it's a video game, it's like
don't play Last of Us Part 2 then.
Yeah, I don't like killing dogs, especially when they do that. It kills me, man. At number 6, it's Battle Block Theater. Brainfire for a second. Look at that. The cats are crazy. You gotta get to them fast, like a bullet. The narrator in this game is 10 out of 10. Like
Stampa, I think his name is.
Like, if you just put a game or just had the story with him telling it the whole time, I would have already loved it. But the gameplay was really fun.
It's
very challenging.
He does YouTube stuff.
We had
It's very good.
We had some struggles with this game a few times. I could use some of that right now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yo, Spirit, pass me that. No, share. Share. Wow, rude. You going crazy. But
It was a very good game. I had fun with it, especially playing it with someone you are very fond of. It's a good game to play.
Yeah, great.
I had fun.
Great co-op game, great story. Oh yeah, and have you tried talking sense into a cat? They stare at you, they're lifeless, beady eyeballs for like a couple of seconds, and walk away. Don't turn your back on me. Like the storytelling, the story was great, and then the voice that told it in such a comedic way, but serious. Like it worked perfectly. It was like the perfect pairing. But we're into the top 5, and this one was just a little demo at the time, and this will probably come back in. Yeah, this will probably come back in 2024 because the full game's out now, and I've been playing it a little bit, and definitely want to play the full game. But it was Myth Force at the 5. This game was fun. The favorite moment probably has to be when I was shooting Link. You can friendly fire in a way. It doesn't damage them, but like if you shoot them with an arrow like into their face, they can see the arrow like in their screen, and it's just super funny. But
yeah, I was blinded.
Definitely delivers on that 80s 90s like Thundercats kind of He-Man cartoon vibe. And then of course, once you play this game or watch the opening trailer, the new challenge, not have Myth Force stuck in your head for like weeks on end afterwards.
Myth Force. It's so good.
The open, it's like I haven't played in like a week now because me and one of my friends played it. It's randomly just throughout the day, my head just goes Myth Force.
So good.
And the full game, like I was already impressed with the demo, but waited to see like what more the full game unlocked. What the full game unlocked was really good. So this is something I would love to bring back now that we can get the full game. At number 4, this was the hottest game probably right now as at time of recording this, ending the year. Lethal Company. I will be honest, a little bit of a hot take. It's not the greatest game in the world, like function wise all the time, but it doesn't, like, this is proof that your game doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be some great storytelling thing. It doesn't need to be, we need more games that are a little wonky, a little off, like, the handle, but fun. This is stupid fun with friends, because different monsters you can run into. The developers already saying, like, this one-man dev team is saying he already has tons of ideas for adding to it and stuff. So this is one of those games that's really fun to play with friends and then die a lot in 1,000 different ways.
This game is just so good, so fun. I could spend hours playing with friends. It's just, I think it should be higher, but that's just me. It's a good game. I love it. It's honestly one of the best multiplayer games I've played in a while.
It's crazy that it's made by a single person. Uno. Because for a one-person team, this game is clean. Like, everything works. When I said, like, the part that bothers me is, like, sometimes the monsters can get a little campy. And you, like, don't even get a chance to play around because as soon as you start, there's, like, 3 monsters right outside your ship camping you and stuff. So those little things kind of annoying. But other than that, the game is, like, an 11 out of 10 fun, like, with friends kind of thing. Like, this... I need more games like this that are just fun, stupid co-op games. At number 3, as we hit our top 3, it's Sea of Thieves. I wanted to put this higher at first, but the other 2 games above this were just too good to not put at the top. But this game, been playing a lot lately. Again, if you haven't played, there's a lot to do. There's like, if you were drawn off by the year 1 stuff because the lack of stuff, this game is a whole different game these days. It is amazing the amount of things you can do with friends between the 3 different sets of Tall Tales, the event stories they do every once in a while for a couple weeks, new voyages, new areas to explore. Like, I mean, this thing right here that we're doing right now, in this, the Ghost Forts, those are super fun to do. Like, there's so much to do in the game. As a new player, it could be overwhelming, but for me, it's nice because I can get on and always do something different or whatever I want to do based off what I want to do. So, and just Sea of Thieves.
Just play the game. Just play the game. Find out. It's good. It's fun. Everyone play it. It's good. And expect this to be on the list next year because we're not stopping anytime soon.
No, that's where I'm fair.
Very good.
Because my one rule last year, because I didn't say rules at the start of the video, because I'm great at making YouTube. Haha. One of my main rules of the top 10s lists is even if it stretches into the next year or whatever, once I put it on the list, to not cheat, it doesn't go on the list for next year. So in the VR video, I'm not gonna lie, I may have broken that rule because, you know, again, I'm very consistent. But that's in the VR one. In this one, in the desktop ones, I tend to stick to it. It's just because in the VR one, you know, there's a certain game in VR that deserves to stay at number 1 because what you can do in it is not, it's not the same game what you do day after day after day in it normally.
Hint, hint, hint.
Yeah, spoiler, hint, hint. Because I'm pretty sure, I think this one's going out before the VR one, maybe. I'd have to look at my schedule again. If not, you've already seen that, or if you haven't, the video's out, you know, go watch it. But yes, number 3, Sea of Thieves.
Watch it right now.
At number 2. So we're down to the final 2. My game of the year, out of games that released this year, I don't care about anything else because this game right here, game of the year. In my opinion, last year for me it was Stray. This year it's this one right here because this game, the music was great, the characters were great, the gameplay was great, like everything. Like this thing delivered at every single level for me. So music, art, player, or gameplay, and characters, like, nailed it at every step of the way.
Both those games have cats in them.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Kitty cat. Woo! And the kitty cat ends up being a big helper of yours, so. And Corsica. Woo! Man, if you watch playthrough, if you haven't, go watch it now. It's whatchamacallit? Corsica, like, I sent hard for Corsica. She great. But, this is the first boss you take down. So this was early in the gameplay. So, if you want to see how this boss fight ends, go check out the video. Because this was a good one.
You may be surprised on how it ends.
The music was pretty great throughout this game. For sure. As, you know, it is a rhythm-based, like, fighting game. I even surprised myself how well I played in this. I did pretty well for someone who's, you know, uncoordinated and and to top off the list of the top 10 non-VR games of the year played on the channel, my favorite playthrough of the year. I almost forgot that it was this year because, like, it feels like I played this game like 2 years ago. It's been a long year.
It already feels like a nostalgic childhood game. It's that good.
I think it also helps that again, as if you watch the playthrough, you'll probably hear it. Literally, I'm pretty sure I uttered it 1,000 times. This game looks like as if take a Pixar movie, but turn it into a video game, and that was this. Like, it was so clean, how amazing this game looked, and the gameplay was just as good as the game looked. Like, it wasn't one of those games that looks pretty but has blag gameplay or rough gameplay. The gameplay was as smooth as this game was beautiful. So this was like perfection to me as a game.
Yeah.
I'm sad I didn't hear about it before, because
the developers behind Amber Lab, who made this game, are just so good. They're very known for their animation work on YouTube.
I can tell.
With their with their Majora's Mask movie trailer, like that speaks volumes on how good this company like makes games. And this is their first game too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I looked it up. It was their first, like,
it's so good.
with the help of the little yahahas, as you called them, taking on, you know, like, this is one of my favorite boss fights, the Shrine Guardian, like, learning their patterns, stuff like that. You know, for the people that like the little Dark Souls-esque, like, games, this is a little bit like Dark Souls. It's not exactly Dark Souls 1-for-1 or anything like that, but it's got, like, the little bit of elements for those, you know, Dark Souls fans that want to play a new game that's maybe slightly different for a twist. But this had to go number one because it just, God, it was so good. Too damn good and too darn beautiful. And like I said, if you go watch the playthrough, you'll hear at least, I'm pretty sure, 1,000 times where I was sitting there like, man, this game is gorgeous. Man, this game is beautiful. Man, this game is amazing looking. Because it's like you get to different points throughout the game where you get to like this mountain spot that overlooks this thing, and it's like decked with flowers and stuff, and you're just like, again, even though you've just said it like 5 minutes ago, you go like, holy God, this game is breathtaking.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you hear me even gush about how beautiful this game is and can be at like every 10 minutes. Like, God.
Did you run into a new spot and it's just like, holy, like, just looking at this area behind is like,
even that one moment where, like, spoilers alert, like everything's burning, you're just like, God, this is beautiful. People dying. It's so beautiful.
Also, that was so old that, look at this. It was old me. Look at that. When I was, before I had movement, I was a little static boy.
I'm still a PNG though.
Yeah, but now I'm this. Woo! But yeah, that's the top 10 list. So that concludes the 2023 top 10 non-VR games covered on the channel this year that I played, whether streaming or video-wise. I did want to throw one more honorable mention out there just because I haven't played much of it, but I've enjoyed it so far. Fae Farm was like one that just missed the cut, because there was surprisingly quite a bit of mini games I've played. And Fae Farm does have an update coming out shortly after this video is recorded. Dating this video a little bit. But yeah, its first update comes out soon. So, you know, or at this point, a couple weeks ago. So there will be streams of that out there. Like I said, it's like number 11. It just missed the cut just because I haven't put a lot of time into it. But it is really good up to where I am so far. And there's more to it, and a lot more to it. So, you know, streams of that will be going from a couple weeks before this. So go watch those to continuing on into the next year. So I didn't put it on the list this year. So maybe, hint, it could make a top 10 next year. an early favorite. But
And what a song to end off this note.
yeah, I do want to thank
So good.
everybody that's watched this year,
I love Faithful.
because
Yes.
when I started 2023, I'm pretty sure I was around like, I want to say like 45, 50 subscribers, somewhere around there. Still didn't even hit 100 till like March.
Past 5.
Now I've hit 500 and I'm growing even further than that. So my goal this year was like around 250. Instead, we've hit 500 plus. So never something I expected this year. But you know, I greatly appreciate that. And then of course I greatly appreciate my co-host, who's been a brilliant co-host. And
Where's Cram? Why are you talking about Cram?
any last words you
Thanks,
have?
man. Ocarina of Time is forever top 1. That's it. Bye.